WB can't ignore SnyderVerse anymore. Polls, China, and Saudis prove it. If you still think the SnyderVerse is dead, you're not paying attention. WB can't ignore this anymore. Polls are exposing the truth. China is rejecting the new DCU. And even Saudi money is circling the SnyderVerse level of DC event. I'm JP, this is Heart Film Soul, and today we're connecting all of it, the polls, the box office, and the Saudi reports. And I'll tell you why Warner Brothers is running out of room to pretend fans moved on. If you love Snyder's DC world, or you're just trying to make sense of this chaos, stick around. First up, the polls. YouTuber Tyrone Magnus ran his own SnyderVerse versus DCU poll, over 9,000 votes. The results? 57% said yes, restore the SnyderVerse. Only 18% said keep Gunn's DCU. And about 25% chose the hybrid, keep the DCU, but also bring Snyder's story back. That hybrid option is actually huge. Even people who don't want Gunn erased still want Snyder's story back. They're basically telling WB, you don't have to cancel the new stuff, but don't you dare act like Snyder's story never happened. And this lines up almost perfectly with Critical Drinkers poll before it. Different creator, different audience, same outcome. Once you stop filtering out Snyder fans, the numbers all say the same thing. Fans want Snyder's world restored. Now compare that to Grace Randolph's poll. She's blocked a massive chunk of the Snyder fanbase, including a lot of big accounts, and then runs a poll and calls it the audience. Of course her results look different. If you build a wall around your own echo chamber, the numbers will always flatter you. So on one side, you've got open polls and massive turnout saying, restore the SnyderVerse. On the other side, you've got a gated poll that can never reflect the full fan base. WB isn't stupid. They know which data actually tells them where the money is. Second pressure point, China. Gunn's Superman opens in China and basically face plants. Meanwhile, Snyder's films historically pulled in way stronger numbers there. That doesn't mean every Snyder movie was flawless. It means global audiences recognized that world and actually showed up for it. If you're WB looking at spreadsheets, that's terrifying. New DCU, soft interest, weak box office, even in big markets like China. Then you look at SnyderVerse, years later, still trending, still moving poll numbers, still getting love worldwide. That's not just a creative L, that's a business problem. Third pressure point, the Saudis. Now you've got reports saying Saudi Arabia wants a SnyderVerse level DC event. Massive budget, huge spectacle, names like Zack Snyder and Christopher Nolan being thrown around. Read between the lines. When outside money starts saying, we'll fund it, just give us that Snyder-style DC again, WB isn't just ignoring fans anymore, they're ignoring investors. Fans want SnyderVerse. China isn't buying the new DCU, and international money is basically waving a checkbook saying, do this version. So here's where that leaves WB. If they double down only on the current DCU, they're fighting against polls, box office, and global demand. If they quietly restore SnyderVerse, or run it side by side with Gunn's DCU, they're admitting the fans were right all along. That's why I say, Warner Brothers is trapped. SnyderVerse or bust. Now I want to hear from you. If you were running Warner Brothers today, what would you do? Keep Gunn's DCU only? Restore SnyderVerse and kill the new universe? Or run them both at the same time? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm reading every single one. And if you want more straight up breakdowns like this, no studio spin, just what the numbers and the fans are really saying, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next SnyderVerse update. I'm JP, this is Heart Film Soul, and as always, hashtag restore the SnyderVerse.